Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. We are continuing to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 40. We are hearing these beautiful prayers by Akrura. Trayacha Vidyaya Kechet
Trayacha Vidyaya Kichat
Tvam Vai Vaitanika Dvijaha
Travi Vatakika Dichat
Yajante Vitater Yakir
Yachante Vyatate Yachate
Nana Rupamar Akhyaya.
Nana Rupa Makayayat.
Translation and purport by the disciples of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Brahmanas who follow the regulations concerning the three sacred fires worship you by chanting mantras from the three Vedas and performing elaborate fire sacrifices for the various demigods who have many forms and names. We did this. Yeah, we did this one yesterday. We read that.
We did this,
Yeah, we read that. Okay. Ekatva akhila karmani
Ekachakra Karmani
sanyasyopa shamam gataha
Sanyoya Pashalam Gataha
jnanino jnana yajnana
Yanino Yakya Yanenam
yajanti jnana vigraham.
Yachanti Yana Vigraha.
In pursuit of spiritual knowledge, some persons renounce all material activities and having thus become peaceful, perform the sacrifice of philosophical investigation to worship you, the original form of all knowledge. Modern philosophers pursue knowledge without bothering to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and thus they naturally end up with meager, if not trivial, results. So, Krishna says, Vedescha sarver ahameva vedya. By all Vedas, I am to be known. It's by all knowledge, we have to understand God instead of, someone may give up material activities and then take the path of knowledge, but the end of knowledge is to understand Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Okay? Vedanta. But the end of knowledge is to understand Krishna as the Supreme Lord. So even if one has given up all material activities, taken up the path of knowledge, but if not come to the conclusion that the Supreme Lord is the absolute truth, then that knowledge is not very good results. Anyeja kritatmano
Anyecha Samkritam Manu
vidin abhihitena te
Vidhi Arvetanate
yajanti tvanmayastvam ve
Yachanti Tamaya Tramve
bahumurti ekamurtikam.
Bahumati Ekamuktikam.
And yet others, whose intelligence is pure, follow the injunctions of Vaishnava scriptures promulgated by you, absorbing their minds in thought of you. They worship you as the one Supreme Lord, manifesting in multiple forms. The word Samskrit Atmana, they whose intelligence is pure. is significant here. It implies that the worshippers mentioned before have not completely purified their intelligence of material contamination and thus worship the Lord indirectly. Those who are purified, however, directly worship the Lord, either as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, or as one of his various plenary forms, such as Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, or Anirudh, as indicated here. So earlier, Akrur is mentioning the the followers of the Karmkand section of the Vedas, offering the different sacrifices, or one who is following the the Gyan Kan, following the knowledge process, but not so they're all worshipping the Lord indirectly. But here Akrur is saying that those who are intelligent, they directly worship you, absorb their minds in you. You are one Supreme Lord manifesting in multiple forms, right? Lord Krishna has so many forms, so many expansions, but he is one. There's one God. He has many expansions. So Akrur is saying that those who are actually intelligent, whose intelligence is actually pure, they worship you, the Supreme Lord. They absorb their minds in you. That is what is needed. Tvam evanye shivoktena.
Tvam eva Sibokritam
Margena Shivarupinam
Makela Shivarupinam
Bhav Acharya Vibhedena
Saha Acharya Vihedinam
Bhagavantam Upasate.
Bhagavatam Upashite.
There are still others who worship you, the Supreme Lord, in the form of Lord Shiva. They follow the path described by him and interpreted in various ways by many teachers. The word Tvam Eva, you also, indicate that the path of worshipping Lord Shiva is indirect and therefore inferior. Akrur himself is following the superior method by directly worshipping Krishna or Vishnu with his prayers. So Akrur is also saying that he already said that those who are intelligent, they directly worship you, my Supreme Lord. But then again, there are some others who are there indirectly worshipping you again by worshipping Lord Shiva. Sarva eva yajanti tvam.
Seva Eva Yajate Dvam
Sarva deva mayeshwaram.
Shiva Deva Mahesh Savaram
Yepi anya devata bhakta.
Yapi Aya Devata Pata
Yadi api anyadya prabho.
Yati Api Anya Deyat Papo.
But all these people, my Lord, even those who have turned their attention away from you and are worshipping other deities, are actually worshipping you alone, O embodiment of all the demigods. The idea here is that even those who worship the demigods are indirectly worshipping the Supreme Lord Vishnu. The understanding of such worshippers, however, is imperfect. Because we heard earlier that whenever any sacrifice is performed to please the demigods, they offer their share to Lord Vishnu. They don't immediately take the offering for themselves. They always offer to Lord Vishnu and then they take their share. So those who are worshipping the demigods are worshipping the Lord indirectly. So what is needed is direct worship of the Lord so that we can get out of the material world, have a loving relationship with the Lord. Yathadri Prabhavanadya
Yatadripavavodnatyat
Parjan Parjanya Purita Prabho
Pachaya Potita Papo
Vishanti Sarvata Sindhum
Ishanti Sarvata Siddhu
Tadvatvam Gatayon Tataha.
Tatam Tva Gachayo Nitaha.
As rivers born from the mountains and filled by the rain flow from all sides into the sea, so do all these paths in the end reach you, O Master. Lord Krishna himself speaks of on this issue of worship in Bhagavad Gita 9:23 to 25. Yapi anya devata bhakta yajante shadayanvitaha tepi mam eva kaunteya yayanti avidhi purvakam aham hi sarva yagyana bhokta cha prabhur eva cha natu mam abhijananti tatvenatascha vayanti te. Yanti deva vrata devan pitrin yanti pritir vrataha bhutani yanti bhuteja yanti madhyajino pimam. Those who are devotees of other gods and who worship them with faith actually worship only me, O son of Kunti, but they do so in a wrong way. I am the only enjoyer and master of all sacrifices. Therefore, those who do not recognize my true transcendental nature fall down. Those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods. Those who worship the ancestors go to the ancestors. Those who worship the ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. And those who worship me will live with me. So some people may think, okay, I can worship anyone, and that means I'm worshiping Krishna. But we can see the results is different. Mm. Whoever we are worshiping, we are going to go and live with them after we give up this body. Worshipping of the demigods, then we go to the planet of the demigods. Those who worship the ancestors, they go and live in Pitralok, right? Then there is ghosts. Some people are worshipping ghosts, so they will take birth among such ghosts and spirits. And those who worship Krishna will go to Krishna Lok. So the results are different. Because someone may say, oh, well, if I'm worshipping demigods, anyway, I'm indirectly worshipping Krishna. So the result is the same. But here we have to understand the result is different. Prabhupada would explain somebody is buying a ticket to go from Taiwan to America, another person is buying a ticket from Taiwan to Australia, another person is buying ticket from Taiwan to India. So they're all going to reach different destinations. It's not that they're going to all reach the same destination, right? Okay, any comments, questions? Is that okay?
Everything okay?
Mm, okay. Sattvam rajas tama iti
Sattva na iti
bhagavataha prakritir gunaha
Bhagavata Prakriti Gunaha
teshu hi prakrita pruta
Techu hi Prakrata Prato Ta
abrahmasthavarādhyayaha.
Abrahma Savavajayaha.
Goodness, passion, and ignorance, the qualities of your material nature, entangle all conditioned living beings from Brahma down to the non-moving creatures. So we think we are independent, uh, but we don't realize that we are bound by the modes of nature. Each and every living entity in the material world is bound by the modes of nature. Even Lord Brahma, down to the non-moving creature. So the highest creature to the lowest creature, all of us are bound. We are thinking I'm independent. I can do anything. Why should I surrender to Krishna? I am the Lord. But what we have done, surrendered to Maya, surrendered to the modes. Mm. And in this way, we are entangled in this material world. Tubhyam namaste tvavikshakta drishtaye
Mamam Satya Avittha
sarvatmane sarvadiyam cha sakshine.
Sarvatamene Sarvadiyam Cha Yam Sakristyane
Guna pravaho yam avidyaya kritaha
Puna Pravaho Yang Avidyaya Kritaha
pravartate deva nriktir yag atmasu.
Pravatate Devane Tridyat Atmanoshu.
I offer my obeisances to you, who as the supreme soul of all beings witness everyone's consciousness with unbiased vision. The current of your material modes, produced by the force of ignorance, flows strongly among the living beings who assume identities as demigods, humans, and animals. So Akrura is saying, and Krishna, he is the creator of the material world. He is the creator of the material modes. He is the Paramatma in our heart. Akrura is saying, I offer my obeisances to you. You are the Paramatma, the super soul, supreme soul of all beings. And Krishna, he's witnessing our consciousness, each and every one of us. So each of every one of us have different levels of our consciousness, and Krishna knows them, but he doesn't judge. Unbiased vision. Krishna doesn't judge anyone. So here under the modes, we are sometimes taking birth as demigods, sometimes as humans, sometimes as animals. And in this way, we are entangled in the material world, produced by the force of ignorance. We don't know what's happening. We're giving up one body, taking up another, because our consciousness is completely material. Agnir mukham te vanir ang tirir ikshanam.
Ange Mukraham Te Pravane Angahi Ikashanam
Suryo nabho nabhirato tisha shrutihi.
Shuyo Nabo Nabi Atta Disha Shutihi
Dyaukam surendra stava bhavur nirnavaha.
Nayokan Sure Nadatavo Vahano Radnavaha
Kukshir marut prana balam prakalpitam.
Tushe Makut Balam Balam Kalapitam
Romani vriksho shatya shiro ruha.
Ramami Vrkashutayo Shirodham
Megha parasyasti nakhani te trayaha.
Nigvam Hara Shitya Nakranite Daryaha
Nimeshanam ratri ahani prajapate.
Nimeshanaratya Ahane Prajapati
Midrastu vrishtis viryam ishyate.
Nitranto Vitsiti Tava Viryam Ishayate
Fire is said to be your face, the earth your feet, the sun your eye, the sky your navel, the directions are your sense of hearing, the chief demigods your arms, and the oceans your abdomen. Heaven is thought to be your head, and the wind your vital air and physical strength. The trees and plants are the hairs on your body, the clouds the hair on your head, and the mountains the bones and nails of you, the Supreme. The passage of day and night is the blinking of your eyes, the progenitor of mankind, your genitals, and the rain, your semen. So here Akrura is describing the universal form of the Lord, right? We heard earlier in second and third canto how the universal form of the Lord is there and how the different, because everything is created by the Lord. Everything is in the Lord. So here Akrura is saying fire is your face, earth your feet, sun is your eye, sky is your navel, directions the sense of hearing, demigods, chief demigods are your arms, oceans your abdomen, heaven is your head, wind is your vital air and physical strength, trees and plants, they are the hairs on the body of the Lord, the clouds are the hair on his head, his bones and nails are the mountains. The passing of the day and night is when the Lord blinks. It's passing of day and night. The progenitor, that's the Prajapati, as your genitals, and then the rain, your semen. So everything is included in the Lord. Nothing is not in, there's nothing that is not included in the Lord. Everything belongs to the Lord. Everything is created by Him. So we can also, we see trees and plants. We can say, these are the hairs of the, on the body of the universal form of the Lord. Right? Is that okay?
Who is the progenitor of mankind? Is that, I cannot remember his name. Is it Manu or who was it? I
Manu,
cannot, yeah,
Manu.
Manu. Mhm.
Mhm.
I don't really know his story, but maybe another time.
Yeah, another time. Okay. So the idea is to understand that because some people may not be able to understand that the God, that the Supreme Lord, He has a beautiful, um, all attractive form. So then they think the universal form is the greatest. They worship to the Lord in His form, in His universal form. And Akrur here, of course, he's a pure devotee. He understands. Everything is coming from the Lord. So he's saying you're the Paramatma. You also have this universe. Everything belongs to you. You see, he has perfect understanding. Okay, stop here. Thank you all so much for listening and joining. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.